So we were at the movie,
Yeah.
right? We went and saw Mandalorian last night.
Nice.
Right.
How was that?
It
What'd you
was, okay, so a couple things, right?
Yeah.
It was the first time we've been trying to get my son to watch Star Wars movies for years, and it was the first time that he ever did, and now
Okay.
he is a Star Wars fan.
Oh, wow.
It's one of the best things he's ever
Has he literally not seen a Star Wars movie?
We've tried to watch him,
but he hasn't gotten through one.
but he hasn't gotten through one.
Right.
Like he won't power through it, right?
Yeah.
Or watch it long enough to be interested.
Yeah.
Right.
We had just accepted as his cultural icon that we were almost duty driven to behold the next iteration. And he's just like, convince me.
It's like, I got other shit that can entertain me.
Right.
This isn't not that. But we found that if we put him in a movie theater, he's kind of beholden to whatever we're watching.
Movie theaters have that magic.
So The Mandalorian.
People love to hate on new Star Wars shit. Which is funny because everybody has a fucking opinion, so it can't be that bad. They want to weigh in.
The opinions were, and it was funny because going into it, my wife was like, yeah, people are saying it's bad. I hope it's good. And dude, like it was by far the best looking Star Wars property I had seen in years.
Well, and let's face it, like this stuff, I feel like Star Wars is similar to Marvel in that it's very visual imprint driven, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the comics that birthed them, you know? And if it's beautiful, man, all the plot has to do is just not stop me from enjoying the beauty.
And I won't give too much away, but it was slow in a certain spot.
Yeah.
But like the whole rest of the time was nothing but the Mandalorian killing people.
Cool.
It had the best looking
I mean, these are Disney kills. They're bloodless.
Yeah, they're
they're like
laser
blaster.
blaster. For the Star Wars geeks, we don't want to get this wrong.
Yeah.
They are blaster kills.
Oh,
you don't,
right. Okay, yeah.
They're called blasters.
Got to be starting something.
Right. You don't want to call it a laser gun by any means.
Now I will contentiously refer to it as a laser every chance.
Laser swords, not laser guns. But the best looking dystopic future city set I've ever seen was in that movie.
I love a good sci-fi city set design, man.
It was amazing.
Really,
it was.
That takes me right back to like entering art school in '92 or whatever. You know,
sure.
I was just a fan of all that shit.
I mean, I think that's why most of us tried to suffer through Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Or as I like to call it, Blade Crawler.
It's funny, man. I have fought the Blade Runner fight many times, thinking this time I'm gonna be super into it, and it just is a crawl, man.
Are you the same? You're the same person as I am.
Yeah.
I've tried watching that movie like 8 times.
Yeah.
I don't fall asleep as a person. I have to go to bed. That movie has put me to sleep like 8 different times.
You know where I was the first time I saw the new iteration of Blade Runner?
Where?
I was in Paris. It was like my second day in Paris. So I'd just flown over from the States. I'd walked around all day. I go to the movies at 10 p.m. right on the Champs-Élysées, which I've horribly mispronounced. And I go into the movie theater and I fall asleep before the fucking thing starts. And the staff woke me up when the lights were on afterwards.
Jesus
Christ. I didn't watch 4 seconds.
The new Blade Runner?
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually made it through that one.
Jet lag just fucking socked me up, put me down. And I had to be resuscitated.
I made it through that. And I will say, I've recently really just like acquiesced to the fact that I am a major Dave Bautista fan.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't think he was good, but like I didn't want to admit to myself how much of
a fun dude to fucking.
He's fun. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
He is a great actor.
Yeah.
As a rule, I don't watch M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Divulge more.
Well, they're fucking predictable. And, you know, if it's a gotcha every time, it's not a gotcha. you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I remember when The Sixth Sense first came out, I was watching it with my friend, and he was like, I was watching with my friend and his girlfriend, and he had rented it, and he was like, he had seen it, right? And he was like, just wait, this movie's so good, just wait.
Was Sixth Sense an M. Night?
Yeah.
Movie? That's an old one.
It was one of his first, if not his first.
Sixth Sense was good.
And but the problem was, we're 15 minutes into it, and he's like, you ever watch a movie with somebody who's like got a secret and they're watching you?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So my brain's working overtime.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm like, something.
Yeah.
Something. About 15 minutes into the movie, I go, or maybe half an hour into the movie, I'm like, why is he wearing the same clothes? He's dead.
Yeah.
And
right.
and my friend was mad at me.
You just shot the movie.
Yeah.
right as it came out. And
Yeah,
boom.
Right. Because now,
Next movie.
now I'm being curious. Right now I'm like, what? And my friend was upset
Yeah.
that I had gotten it and it wasn't a fucking gotcha. And so I was like, that movie's stupid. Right after that, and I was in my 20s, so I had hard, strong opinions about everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the reason I didn't like the rest of that was because it was the same thing. It's
you carried over your initial feeling into which is what we do. That's what people do.
So I watched a movie the other night that I've been putting off. It's called Knock at the Door or Knock at the Cabin or something.
Okay.
And essentially it's like Dave Bautista and a couple other people. Essentially, these people are in a cabin. These 4 people come up and they say, hey, you got to kill, one of you guys has to kill one of the other people.
I saw
to stop the end of the world.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? And I didn't realize it was an M. Night Shyamalan. I'm trying to actually say his name properly.
I mean, it's a tongue tire.
Right.
A little bit.
I didn't realize it was an M. Night Shyamalan movie until the end of the movie. And I was like, Dave Bautista made this palatable. Right? Like, what's the takeaway?
Right. Yeah.
Because it's a departure from what Dave Bautista normally does, right? It's a departure from how he normally acts.
Well, and I usually don't like scary movies too much, but they can get me if the story is really interesting.
Sure.
Or if they're really visually beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And this one might get me strictly on the power of Bautista. Because he's just fun to hang out with.
Oh, dude.
Like he
just makes it happen for me. Also, never really gave Momoa the credit that he deserves.
I've struggled with Momoa.
I've struggled, but he is an amazing.
Well, I liked him in his last movie with Bautista.
That's what I'm saying. He's
he did good with Bautista.
Momoa's really good at physical comedy.
Yeah,
Like,
fair. I've heard Keanu Reeves described as his primary acting talent being physical acting.
Yes.
Yeah. Which kind of like painted in a bunch of the mystery of how did Keanu Reeves happen,
Well, and because he got, I think, pigeonholed as like a whoa guy for.
Well, yeah, and we all love him, but at the same time, like, his facial expressions are not doing the acting.
The reason that I think we all love Keanu though is because he does stuff like meet somebody at the hotel bar and then they're like, we're getting married in 4 hours, and then he shows up at the wedding and like takes pictures with it. I mean, like, just a dude, right? Like, just a fella.
Yeah.
The thing about Momoa, I think he won me over in a Minecraft movie, believe it or not, which, by the way, hilarious.
I will watch it.
It's hilarious.
I often overlook a lot of those kind of movies because I don't have kids, but I am an artist who used to make video games, who used to design fantasy monsters.
Right.
And that genre, I do love watching it when I watch it, but I just don't very often.
Okay, so they've finally gotten the mix down of the proper amount of adult humor and the proper amount of child humor to make the adult stay and watch it with the kids.
Well, because the problem is they're made by adults. And so it can easily kind of go too far.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, and that was an epiphany I had while making video games. And I suddenly realized that every kid's show in the world was made by grown people, half of whom are on drugs. You
remember Ren and Stimpy?
And are almost all really unique individuals.
You remember Ren and Stimpy?
Oh, bro, Ren and Stimpy. I'd been up for a couple of days.
When you saw it for the first
time I saw Ren and Stimpy, and I was in a hotel room, and someone was changing channels, and they got to that, and I'm like, oh man, I can't do cartoons right now. And then before they changed it, I was like, whoa. And almost dived on the television.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, it was that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that dude ended up being a very bad person.
That sucks.
It sucks. Yeah.
That does suck. Because the first 5 episodes, that was the John Kay guy who played the bad. That sucks.
He ended up the type of people we don't like.
Yeah, I feel like I heard that at some point a long time ago, and anyway, that's horrible. But those first 5 episodes
were fucking crazy.
Were fucking unique.
Well, they were
different.
They were culture changing. That was a shift in the culture.
Yeah.
Right. It was the first pass. Then I think right after that, we got Liquid Television,
Yeah.
which was fucking monumentally, and then Beavis and Butthead, and then like,
Yeah, no, it was at the early part of like the Spike and Mike
Yep.
animation revolution, as I call it now.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole world is changing then.
Absolutely.
It was, which is funny because it was right around this. It was right when the grunge scene was starting off. Like a lot of shit was changing.
Oh, absolutely. The old guard was
the
going
rave
away.
scene was starting up.
The other film.
Oh yeah,
we've talked about this.
Yeah,
the new He-Man.
Yeah,
it's got mixed ratings, and I will tell you, as
I heard, no mixture in your rating.
It's amazing. It's an amazing movie. It hits all the notes. It has all the jokes. It has all of the stuff, and this is really funny. So one of the most empowering songs of all time is the first third of the song Princes of the Universe by Queen. We are immortal. You know, and then it goes into this born to be kings, and it's goofy, and you're like, I know who everybody hates that, right? From the Highlanders.
Oh, yeah.
And so it has that song in the movie, but it's so campy that they actually use the corny part and it works too, right? And you're like, this somehow is the best thing that's ever happened, right?
That's amazing. So I know this this person that's on Facebook named Felony, I think it's Felony Jones, and she has the best movie reviews I've ever read or seen in my life.
Can you send me a link to it?
I will. And she can be pretty fucking mechanically scathing about certain reviews, and she definitely won't hold back. And if she gives out a flower, it's a well-deserved flower.
Sure.
And well explained.
Sure.
And I kind of expected when she mentioned He-Man to fucking tear it to shreds. And she was like, I don't remember exactly, so I apologize if I'm getting this wrong, but I remember she had some nice things to say about it. And I was like, okay. I know those flowers are not given out for free, man.
No,
like,
it was good. It was
and I think there was special mention of right when you really expected a Queen song to show up. A Queen song
did it really?
Showed up.
Yeah. You're like, this is fucking right on
Which
time.
I love that. That was a good one. Yeah.
The thing about, I think a lot of the grief was about Skeletor.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that, like, he was appropriately Skeletor, because Skeletor was kind of a fucking douche.
Yeah.
He was like that guy, right? He wasn't, he was kind of a fucker, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? He was kind of a weasel.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? And so, like...
right down to the...
Totally.
Yeah.
And so, you lunkheads! And they played him like that.
Yeah.
And he was kind of the ass of the joke, but he never wasn't scary.
Oh.
Which... they pulled that off somehow.
Wow.
He was menacing the whole time. Like, it was still a frightening bad guy.
Right.
Like, you believed that he wanted to destroy things.
And had real power.
And had real power to destroy things, but was just that level of shallow and stupid.
Right. That has to be kind of a tricky character arc to do in something that really is a candy movie,
100%. Well, like, and I think I said this to you, it's a love letter. He-Man was a love letter, or Masters of the Universe was a love letter to the fans who grew up with it.
Yeah.
Even to the, like, and this isn't really a spoiler, to the last scene, they're all standing around talking. And in He-Man, they would all stand around and talk, and somebody would tell a joke. Yeah. And everybody would go, and they would grab their sides and do that animation. They were all doing that. Yeah. Right? Like, all the actors were.
I just could see, like, Man at Arms and all of them.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. And Battle Cat's, like, looking at them, like, why are they, you know what I mean? It's just the perfect amount of meta.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking great. The family all raved. Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was impressed. Everybody was happy.
I've been real stingy about going to see movies lately, but I might have to uncork the goods and pay for this one. Yeah,
it is absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
Like, you'll come out of it smiling. Like,
okay, so Mandalorian or He-Man, which one wins?
I mean, what I would say is I think Mandalorian will be the easy one for you, but I think that He-Man might be more rewarding.
Professional fence sitters.
Yeah. Like, I think Mandalorian would be your choice. Like, I could
Vote
see.
for Thorin.
I could say that Mandalorian would be the safe Damon choice.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think you underestimate my love for He-Man.
Go to He-Man.
Yeah.
If you have love for the original property.
Yeah. And I actually, like, fairly recently, I thought I was landing a He-Man like sleeve or leg sleeve or some big piece. And so I immediately went and binge watched all the He-Man I could get. The guy ended up canceling.
Oh, that sucks.
But
it was rewarding in its own way.
Lucky me, I got to watch multiple seasons of He-Man and had a great couple of weeks binging that.
Well, then go see it.
Yeah.
Then absolutely, like, and I think this will probably be the thing that sways you, if nothing else, because I know how much you love and respect my wife.
Yeah.
She somehow was probably the most enamored with the movie out of all of us.
And I'll admit to being a little surprised by that.
Yeah, she was like, that was amazing.
Cool.
That was amazing.
Okay.
Right? So
all right.
She had one complaint, and it was about one of the actors, but she was like,
which is?
Evil Lynn.
Oh. Evil Lynn isn't the best?
She's like, it works, but I would have picked somebody different. But the rest of them.
Oh, yeah.
You can't have everything.
Because I'll admit, like, little boy Damon wants Evil Lynn.
Was hot for teacher.
Yeah, yeah. And is willing to die for it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I know that's going to go in bad.
yeah, come on. Yeah.
Bring it. Yeah.
Absolutely. They did capture the essence of her being kind of a snake to Skeletor, though.
Okay.
Right? They got the character right.
Yeah.
It's just, it wasn't her favorite actress.
Who was prepared for this detailed of a breakdown of the movie He-Man?
Nobody.
Yeah. Nobody saw that coming.
The takeaway is we're out of whimsy.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know what has happened in the world, but motherfucker, if you're out there, find some whimsy. There's so many fucking people
absolutely.
that are trying so hard to cancel anybody's whimsy. And I mean specifically.
Well, and I understand that there's a lot of dark stuff going on in the world, and there's a lot of like, it's bad times. And honestly, like, you know, it's funny. Like, I watched a thing about how, like, as actually this guy, Trevor Noah, who
oh yeah, I love Trevor
I've been
Noah.
watching lately.
Yeah.
And he basically made the point that when growing up, when times were tough, and at some point you remember he's from South Africa, which means tough was tough. Was different. Yeah. But when times were, his mom always wanted to give money to people who were homeless or anything, you know. And as a kid, he was always like, yeah, I'll bring the pie or the money to that guy. Yay, you know, until they were lean. And when she wanted to give her last 10, whatever their word for money is over there, and when things were lean, he was like, fuck that guy, you know?
Yeah.
And just to illustrate the point of the fact that when we're doing well, we're a lot more compassionate. And right now, like, money is tight, and which makes everybody tight on all these other areas. I just think that understanding that chain of butthole tightening events is important for understanding that some of my lack of compassion is actually coming from somewhere else.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and I think that
was a bit of a side.
No, but you're right. Because honestly, what it is like, if more people respected that, look, dude.
Towards the goal of being able to lighten up.
Yeah.
Because really, I can't fight anything effectively if I just stay mad all the time. I have to be able to lighten myself up. Why do you think the Rastas have reggae? Not because life is good, but because they need to chill. They need something that chills them out.
Well, and the truth of it is like, there's this modern idea that anything that you enjoy, you need to monetize.
Yeah. We're under a lot of that kind of pressure.
And like, not every hobby that you have has to become a side hustle.
Yeah.
Not everything that you're into has to be a side hustle. Like if we keep attaching a monetary value to everything that we enjoy, we're going to get further and further away from being able to just be whimsical, being able to like something. That's why I like the fucking He-Man movie.
Yeah.
It was just whimsical.
Yeah.
Right? It was a whimsical love letter to my 5, 6, 8-year-old self, whatever I was at the time. And it didn't need to be more than that.
You know, in the immortal words of the modern philosophical group Poison,
Yep.
it ain't nothing but a good time.
And totally.
That's it.
Sometimes that's all it needs to
Yeah.
be. It doesn't need to be, I'm going to do this and now I have an Etsy store.
You know, every time I come back from a trip, people are like, you got to start a travel channel and you got to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you really are trying to take all the fun out of my traveling.
Right.
You know,
right.
all the inspiration, all the everything. And let's
Right.
just grind it into something that I can work 80 hours for 45 cents on, you know.
100%. Right. And I mean, don't get me wrong. There's like this shit, like what we're doing right here.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, maybe someday we'll make some money at it. Maybe someday we'll break even.
Maybe.
Right. Maybe that's a big fucking maybe.
Here's
Right.
the hoping.
Right. Here's
Yeah.
the hoping. But I mean, like, this is something that we're drawn to do because we think we should be doing it.
We believe in what it hopes to accomplish.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And there's a little bit of whimsy in that.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you have a greater point in life, you're never going to convince anybody of it if you have no whimsy.
That's right.
That whimsy is the magical attraction that can draw people to your point, you know?
Absolutely.
You can't just yell people into submission. You'll yell them into revolt.
Dude, which brings me to my next point.
Awesome. I love to bring people to their next point.
Dude. No, seriously.
I honestly actually do.
You know, and I wrote this down because I wanted to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
And it's like
On actual paper. You know, old school, baby.
I went old school, dude. Like,
Yeah, this is how we used to do it back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll read the point, right?
Read the point.
It says, well, the point is this. I'm a super left-leaning person, right?
Yeah.
And while I can't stand right-wing rhetoric,
Oh, for sure.
I can't. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Right? So to be clear, as a left-leaning person, I do not like all of the dumb shit that comes out of right-wing rhetoric bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But I got to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Us left-wing people, the liberals, or whatever the fuck you want to call us, right, have become annoyingly pedantic, right? And to be clear, it's not the views or the politics. It's the hall monitor delivery of your very person. This idea that you're going to police every single bit of someone's thought is insane to me.
It's funny because on Capitol Hill, you know, I'm often having conversations with people who are involved in a lot of these like communities that make up the larger left-leaning population.
Absolutely.
And every single person I've talked to, and I'm mostly talking to members of that are a little bit older, and have a little more experience and wisdom behind them, and have mixed in other circles, and you know, have not just stayed in their personal echo chamber. But it always comes up, the frustration with our ability to kind of like shoot our own, you know?
Well, not only, it's gone beyond shooting. It's like,
It's gone beyond shooting.
It's like, you know,
It just reminded me, I'll get to it later. Yeah.
but it's gone beyond that, right? Like, it's one thing, we have annoyed people into fascism.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
we've annoyed people into allying themselves with people they would probably, honestly, some of them were never going to ally themselves with.
Well, and honestly, and I'll bet you the percentage of us that actively did that was probably really small, but very loud.
Very loud.
Yeah. Yeah. But like over criticizing of our own and hyper fixating on very small things instead of looking for ways to agree with each other is
why we're where we're at.
Yeah.
Is why we're at.
Yeah.
Nobody likes it.
It's why a guy can stand up in the middle of a UFC ring and say the things he said about Michelle Obama, and nobody seems to really give a shit.
Which is crazy.
It's
fucking insane.
Whether you care about it or not, there was, for most of our life, there was a certain amount of decorum where if a person said something that way out there,
vulgar. It's just vulgar.
Yeah, they were required to apologize or be penalized, and they would have been, and they certainly wouldn't have been applauded by our world leader.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not about, and again, like, look, it's not about not having freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech doesn't guarantee freedom from repercussions.
Yeah.
Which is one thing.
Yeah.
Part one. Part two, it's not even about necessarily policing what those people are saying. It's just like, the fuck is the point of saying it?
Yeah.
Like, what is the actual point of saying it?
At that point, some of your own people are supposed to stand up and be like, that was wrong.
You're literally just saying it to be that guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other point. Like, you don't really fucking believe it. Like, nobody fucking, like, If you believe it,
you're saying it because you're trying to get the attention of that one guy in the front row who you know is giving you positive feedback as you're saying it.
the problem is we try to speak the problem is when people try to speak and say what they need to say, right? There's always someone that fucking floats into the conversation and tells you, you can say that, but you need to say it like this. And that's bullshit. Right? So it's like, the amount of people that will come in and correct me and tell me what I'm actually trying to say. And I'm like, no, I'm actually not trying to say that.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's because social media has made a lot of our communication into an attempt to get attention.
It's a performance.
More so than to try to make a point or form a convincing testimony or anything like that, you know.
I've never seen in my entire life somebody scolded into into coming over to someone's side.
Never, no.
I've never seen it.
No, that's literally never going to happen. You'll run people off. You'll make people dig their heels into an opposing point that they never, ever even liked.
100%. They were not even that person. They just don't want to listen to you anymore.
Yeah.
Like they just don't want to feel like you're making them fucking feel.
Yeah.
Like most people, honestly, are fence sitters. They're not going to be fucking people that are ever going to fully agree with you. And you shouldn't want that.
You know, that whole like picking a hill to die on. If you pick every hill to die on, all you're doing is guaranteeing that you will die.
Every time.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you've got to be in the middle on a lot of things so you can stand on that hill and look and see what's happening on both sides and try to make sense of it.
It's so fucking frustrating just watching. And it's like, why won't they see what we're saying? And it's because you've fucking browbeaten them into being against you.
Yeah.
People don't necessarily not agree with your politics. They don't agree with the psychotic way you're fucking beating them with your politics.
They can't hear you because you've given them no choice but to plug their ears.
Like the truth is, if someone comes in hot yelling at me all the time, they could be yelling at me about something that I believe in. Mm-hmm. And eventually I'm just going to be like, whatever that guy's yelling about, I don't want any part.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I'm tired of being yelled at about it. Yeah. Right. And I don't know. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing. The hall monitor pedantic attitude from the left, which as a person in the left, I'm like, Jesus Christ, can we just get over this performative era that we're in?
Yeah, and we've kind of placed ourselves in this position where like we kind of in a sense we encourage people to throw their opinions into the forum, and I feel like I've underestimated how hard it is to hold on to the let's keep making sense thing as some of these things come flying in, because the reality is in that forum is that people are going to speak into the comment section who didn't watch the video. People are going to...
Who watched 3 seconds of the video.
They are going to measure the context of what we're saying, not based off of dozens of videos that we've put out, but on maybe only the portion of that one that they actually sat through.
Yeah. And they'll attack you and they'll tear you down.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny.
Because they've been conditioned to do so. Not because they're bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because they've been on social media for the last 10 years, and social media gives you an attaboy with attention every time you get attention. And the easiest way to get attention is to fucking tell everybody to fuck off.
Yeah, 100%. Have had a conversation about this.
Right.
I thought about it last night, about our conversation. And one of the most important things that you have taken on in this part of your life is your dedication to nonviolent communication.
It's been a revolutionizing thing for me.
Right.
For sure. That this relationship has given me some practice at.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Like, yeah, same. But I would challenge you and say, some of those people that are in the comments are Damon before that.
Oh, the 1,000%.
And it is, you have taken on, your mantle is to be the person to help teach these people.
You know, yeah. And I guess while we're on this topic, let me be clear and fully admit that I was absolutely 1,000% the person who would say anything that would piss off a crowd to a crowd until I was at least 40.
Yeah.
You know,
As a performance. Yeah, totally.
Literally one of the smartest and most effective men I've ever known was a guy named Dan. And Dan once described me as I was tattooing. He said, someone asked me about you that didn't know you. And I said this. I said, Damon is a guy who will say something in the first 5 minutes to make you decide whether you like him or not.
That's true.
And I was that way before social media. So I really do need to be compassionate towards that.
Well, I mean, I think it might be one of your callings in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the funny little things about life is, whatever the hardest things, about you are going to get to, if you're fortunate, if you're truly blessed and fortunate, you will get to someday teach people who are just as bad or worse than you how to not do that anymore. Most of whom will not listen.
Well, yeah. What did the Rolling Stones say? Can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes you just might find you get what you need. And that's real. Like that's,
oh yeah.
Because what we're talking about is like filling your cup up.
Yeah.
A lot of humans, from what I've seen, and not that I'm perfect at it, but a lot of humans, when the universe gives me something that shows me that that's my purpose,
yeah,
that is typically the thing that I don't want to be doing.
Yeah.
And it's the thing that enriches my life the most.
Well, the funny thing about that too, talking about that, like, searching for levity in your life. And the thing is like, you can waste a lot of good time trying to have a good time. And I believe Bob Dylan said that, but, that actual levity, that fuel that creates a good time, that whimsy, grows most fertily in the fulfilled soul, in the heart of a person who has and is working on their purpose, And I wonder, with all the distracting stuff in the air in the last 10 or 20 years or whatever, and the social media and all that stuff, if it is harder for people to identify and consciously work towards their purpose with so many other things going on. Like, what is it? And
it's the identification. I think there's this.
Stay on task.
I would say part of it seems to me that there's this trap that, like, people think that the purpose is a one-time deal.
Yeah.
It's not. It changes.
No.
It changes. It could change multiple times.
Well, and it's something that needs to, like one of my purposes is to help struggling alcoholics.
Yeah.
And the other one is to create a work environment that fosters growth and the ability to get along with each other. And knowing that list exists in my life, every other decision can be based off of, does this promote me towards that goal?
Absolutely. Is
this helping that? Is it pulling me away from it? Or does it not even matter one way or the other?
Yeah, that's great. That's a great.
Decisions are easy when you have your priorities.
Right. There's a thing as a parent that I have taken exception to, where it's like, you can be relevant as a human still. Yeah. And I think that's a relatively new idea. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that we make jokes about how old people, like people our age would have looked a million years old, right?
They look different. Yeah.
They look different. 35-year-olds in the 80s and 90s look like, 70-year-olds now, right?
When my grandfather took me in as a kid, he was younger than I am now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
he looked ancient.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, there's this idea that I've come up against as a parent that that's my only purpose.
Yeah.
And that I'm not still relevant or vital. And I don't agree with that. I believe that I can have the purpose of being a father and doing that.
Right.
And I can still be vital and relevant as a human being in and of my own self.
Yeah.
Right. Like, people will be like, you're a really cool dad. You're really cool for a dad. I'm just cool.
Right.
I just am cool. Right. And I also happen to be a dad. Right. Like,
well, you're a person who understands how to navigate a lot of different situations, including problematic situations, without losing your head. And that's cool.
That's cool.
That's like literally temperamentally, emotionally cool.
Yeah, totally. Right. And I also happen to be a father.
Yeah.
Or like, you'll hear women, she's hot for a mom or MILF, but
right.
She's hot and she's a mom.
Right.
Right. Like, or whatever.
Fair.
Like, not to minimize women. to that, relegate them to being hot. But
Right.
it's
Yeah.
it's a thing that gets thrown out all the time, right? Like,
But yeah, I mean, if you're looking good, you're looking good, man.
you're looking good, right? Or you look good for a dad. They're two different things. I am my own human,
Right.
right? And I'm also a father,
Yeah.
right? And I just happen to do both of them. But that said, I think people misunderstand their purposes. That's my purpose is to be a parent.
But the reason why I think that happens, that people make that like dual diagnosis or whatever,
Yeah, totally.
is because parenthood is inherently extremely stressful,
100%.
and it makes it extra hard to keep your cool in all the varied situations. And not everybody is capable of doing that. So saying you're cool for a parent means you're cool despite the extra stress that we know you have navigated to get there.
Which I can appreciate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you're cool for a drug addict.
Same as being really good looking for a 50-year-old means that like not everybody
can pull that off.
A lot of people have not ended up there and still look that good. And so, you know, it's like, it's actually an extra endorsement, you know, it's like you are cool and you're even cooler than that because you've had a lot of opportunity to not be cool.
Fair.
Yeah.
I get it.
Just to play the devil's advocate a little bit, you know?
Yeah, go ahead and steal me in this argument.
I mean, is this not what we're trying to
100%
demonstrate?
Well, this was
is how to navigate through things and
be cool.
Yeah, man. And like, if you have a contrarian side to you, that's fine. The world needs critique.
Yeah.
But just learn.
But it doesn't need to be pointless critique.
Learn how to have fun with it. Learn how to be open during it.
One of the things that I've actually noticed since we've been doing this, there's things that I've thought for a long time, but it's actually helped me like really solidify thoughts that I've had about the world's woes. Mm-hmm. In order to get a world that we want, we are going to have to afford people the space to change their minds and the grace to show up better.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and I think that part of the problem, and I know you agree, is that there is a vacuum and no space. Like, so I see where we're at between like, you know, the political and like the polarization of the people on the internet. And there is like no space that either side is giving for either side to be able to do any work to change who they are.
I was looking at a post just now of someone that I've known for a long time. I love this person to death. They also happen to be like superhumanly attractive and they're angry, you know, and they're angry about some stuff that was said in the thing last night, you know, or whatever. And every point they make is valid. But then they just go into like, if you ever thought this was funny or if you ever, you know, just fuck off and get away from me. And I'm like, I understand the emotion and I feel every single thing you're feeling. But at the same time, like, you know, that yelling at people, that not allowing people to any slack in there or any grace is only going to make people dig in more. You know, it's only pushing people away.
Well, you're not even allowing people the space to change their mind because you're not like you want people to change their mind, but you're not opening. So if somebody's going to change their mind, you're going to have to open up a space where they can feel comfortable to disarm enough.
Yeah, it's the way it works. And at a certain point, I have to wonder, do you want people to change your mind or do you want them to be that bad person that you say they are, and you just want to be right about it?
Or do you want to be the hero in your own story?
Right.
Like,
Would you sacrifice the world to be the hero in your story?
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. And ironically, I see a lot of white people do this in the racism argument. And part of me is like, hey man, you don't have any skin in the game. I have skin in the game. I have family in the game. I need as many people to change their minds as possible, and you don't. You can fire on people and make them dig in more, but I need some of them to change their minds because this is getting scary.
That is exactly what I was talking about well-meaning tyrants.
Yeah.
When I see people that, and look, man, when I see people commenting towards people, and like, you're like, whoa, like, first of all, like, racism isn't a cudgel. Like calling someone a racist is not a cudgel that you get to have.
Yeah.
Right? You don't get to magically just start beating everybody with the
You can say whatever you want, but you got to understand, man.
you're harming people.
Yeah, you got to know what those ripples look like coming out from that, you know?
Yeah, dude, totally. It's insane. Like there needs to be room for people to see the error of their ways.
Yeah.
And be able to show up to that.
Yeah.
And change themselves.
Yeah. I can't switch sides if I know the other side hates me.
Yeah, totally.
What am I going to walk through and take a beating just to be friends with people I've never gotten along with?
Yeah, that aren't going to be cool to me.
No one's going to choose that.
Like you're not allowing like grace or space.
Yeah.
And it's harming everybody.
Yeah.
Look, nobody's telling you to be a pushover or a pussy or not hold your line to your morals or any of that. What we're telling you is these attitudes are harming everybody, including yourself.
Here's a simple fact of physics. In an all-out absolute fight to the death, who stands a better chance? The good person or the evil one? If you know nothing else about them.
Isn't it 50-50?
No, it's the evil one. Because they're willing to do anything.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you turn everything into a fight, statistically, evil's gonna fucking win.
No, that's very fair. Yeah.
It's like
which makes you wonder about history.
The good side of the fight, we'll call it, has to choose love and kindness as their weapon, because otherwise, you know, if the fight is just going to go to the person who's going to fucking bite and pull off testicles, it's the evil person's going to win more often.
That's right.
You know?
No, you're right. You're absolutely correct.
Well, it's like, I feel that, you know, like a lot of well-meaning white people are just trying to fight for the right side of history and to be on the right side of history, all that kind of stuff. But like an inherent understanding of what's really at stake and what really can happen blow by blow within this thing. We've been like slinging mud at each other for a few years now.
Yeah. People just got dug in.
It has gotten worse. I've
watched people that, and before the argument's made that those people are always like, I get what you're going to say.
Yeah.
All right, but I've watched people who have become radicalized against who they used to be.
Yeah.
Because of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just get worn. You get worn down. You get fucking worn down. Yeah. Like it is tiresome. Like you get worn down. Like I get worn down, right? Like doing this, like we had this conversation about this yesterday, right? It's fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
It almost feels like it's exhausting to have a rational point of view.
Yeah. You do have to go in it with a certain mindset of stamina. You know, you have to be ready for a long one, you know?
Right. Yeah. I don't think it's because people are irrational by nature. I think it's because we programmed ourselves to become ready for a fight or ready to be aggressive.
Well, being irrational, I think on some level is a symptom of the desire to simplify things, to make them easier.
Right.
You know? Like, if I can just decide what side I'm on, now I don't have to think about all the little things that side is doing. I can just be like, this is my side, fuck you if you're not on it, and that's easy. If I decide I'm going to sit in the middle and try to make sense out of this whole thing, now anything that matters to me at all, any topic, I have to think it through. I have to consider the side that I'm leaning towards, but I have to consider the argument of the other side to see if where I'm leaning matches my overall worldview. That's a lot of work, and it's always up for debate and change, you know, and that's a lot.
Well, I think that part of the problem with that specifically, in modern times, is like people feel this pressure to curate their worldview or their views to whoever's in the room.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because instead, and those aren't, I'm not saying those people aren't necessarily bad people or they don't believe what they believe.
Wanting to get along is a natural human instinct.
But like, you don't have to curate it for who's in the room. Like if you stand by something, you're going to stand by it regardless. Yeah. And no amount of browbeating or shouting or talking down to you should change that. I don't know, man. Like you watch people come into that's why nobody wants to be in a fucking social situation anymore.
Right.
Okay. Because like, I don't want to be in social situations anymore. Like, and this is easy for me to say, but I don't want to be in social situations because I don't want to have to deal with people curating their politics or all these weird, like, the initial weird, like, we're going to have like coded conversation about whether or not we stand on the same page.
Yeah.
Right. And then we can slowly get into like more and more serious, like, what the fuck is this? Right.
Yeah. It's not a good time if you're in there having to have a plan, you want to go into, which is why we like the smaller friend group kind of social situations where we just know we can be ourselves, and we know that we're not going to get hung out to dry because of something we said sloppily or whatever.
Or something, and here's a big problem for me.
Well, we know that we're with people who know us, and they know that our heart means well,
Here's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
I'll just say some shit meaning to be joking.
Absolutely.
That just lands flat.
Yeah.
Because it lands flat.
Yeah.
Right. And now I look like an asshole. And like the truth of it is, like, I take almost nothing serious.
Yeah.
Right. I like nothing serious. But the things that I actually do take serious are the things that people are fucking like.
Yeah.
Those are things that I take serious. Like I take the same things that the people are out there being hall monitors about.
Yeah.
That's actually what I take serious. I take protecting children. I take, like being a good person, not being a racist, not that. Like, those things are very serious to me. Mm-hmm. Nothing else is serious.
Right.
But also, I will say this, there is even room for comedy in that. And I don't mean punching down comedy. And I don't mean, I don't mean harmful comedy. Yeah. I don't mean making jokes to just belittle people. I mean, if we're not allowed to laugh about shit, we're never going to get over it.
Well, it's funny, like when you come across comedians of varying cultures, you'll find that every comedian in every culture makes fun of his own culture.
Absolutely.
The Indian comedian is going to make fun of his Indian people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The Black American is going to make fun of their people. The gays are going to make fun of their people, so that people who aren't part of that group can see that there is humor in it, and come to an understanding that anybody, whether I understand them or not, if they have a sense of humor, I can like them.
Or we can find common ground, right?
It's really hard to decide to take someone's side in something when they haven't given you any levity to enjoy about them, No,
100%.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird. It's a weird fucking time. Like,
it is a weird time. I think the best thing about times like these are that inevitably people get tired of being mad, and they get tired of being careful, and they kind of, at some point, it kind of goes back to a time where people just have ran out of hypervigilance. There's always a very small minority that stays that way, and they grow old, angry, and some of them end up committing suicide by cop. And I've actually known a couple, who well-meaning people when they were young, but they took a few things far too seriously and
went left.
And sadly, their death did not advance their cause.
Here's the thing about that. To be honest, we've already seen the counterpart to what we're talking about, right? Yeah. And, it's with the bro comics, right? Like, which is wild because, like, no, let's be real, man. Like, like we've seen it. Like, people are, there's comedians that were resolutely against this.
Yeah.
And now nobody can stand these people. Right. And it's like, they meant to do something where they were like trying to fucking fight the tide, but like it's like now they've turned into those people.
Yeah.
Now they've sold out to right-wing politics or whatever it is, right? And you're like, fuck me, dude. Like this whole time, it's like it's just it feels like a quagmire that like none of us are going to get out of.
And yet we will.
And we will. We always do.
Because countries that have gone through far worse than we are likely to.
Ever.
And when you go there today, you will mostly see people eating and laughing in the streets, and
because life goes on. It always does.
Yeah.
You know what? One of the craziest things about this is to me.
What's one of the craziest?
That I couldn't have called. When we started doing this, I didn't have any, illusions in my head that I was going to be of an overnight success.
Right.
And I didn't expect, honestly, my friends to really give too much of a shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But, and don't get me wrong, there are some that do.
For sure. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
There are some friends of mine that are like ardent supporters of what we do.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that I know, like I've always heard that your friends are not going to be like the ones that support you.
Yeah.
If you do something like this.
Yeah.
And they're not.
Yeah.
They're not the ones that support me or us in this, right? It's
well, because they got their own things going on, and
100%, right? But it just is. I guess I bring it up to say, like, if you decide to do this, if someone's out there deciding to do this, don't think that your friends are going to support you.
Well, it's funny because this kind of reminds me of like the conversation that like an old touring musician would have with a young guy picking up a guitar, or that an old tattoo artist would have with a young one. And the young person always thinks, man, you're just trying to keep me down. No, the truth is I'm just trying to prepare you emotionally for if you really do want to follow this path, it is going to be a lot of work, and you might not know what a lot of work means yet.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things that keeps me moving and doing this, there's these people, shout out to Molly, like, that follow me. Mm-hmm. I don't know these people.
Yeah.
I will maybe meet them someday. Who knows? Well, I don't know what life looks like.
Yeah.
But they're just random people on the internet that started following me, that like every one of our videos.
Yeah.
That comment on every one of our videos.
Which is evidence.
Shout out to Demo.
Well, which is evidence that, like, in spite of like the negativity that rings out really loud, there is actually still a lot of really, really quiet but persistent positivity that's out there supporting us. And you know, and what I'm kind of learning is it's my job to make sure that I see that, you know.
For sure. I can tell you that, like, one of the things that's crazy to me is like the amount of people that I see and tell me how much they like our content that never like or do anything with it.
Right. Yeah.
Right. I think the part of that is like, people just don't understand that the way that this whole thing works is like, if you don't like it, and nobody else is going to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the way. It's like this. It's this weird catch-22.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you can love our stuff like as much as you want, and mad respect and love to anybody who supports us or watches our shit. But if you don't like it and leave a comment, it doesn't go anywhere.
Well, yeah, the algorithm needs feeding.
It does need feeding.
Yeah, and I feel like every little piece of positive feeding we give it is a small little punch in the war against all the anger and negativity.
The anger and negativity is overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah, it feels that way. It feels that way sometimes. As you know, felt like I was running out of steam with it this weekend when we talked. And you know, part of it is too, whenever you start a path like this or one of those creative paths I talked about before, you have to look to your fellow pathmates for encouragement sometimes.
You do, yeah.
You know?
Can't always drive the bus.
You can't be the rock that just takes it all. You have to talk to people who understand and have valuable encouragement to freely offer.
Well, and we've had some pretty cool encouragement.
Yeah, we have.
Totally.
We have.
We have. I don't want to undermine that.
Well, we talk about things that we see in our lives that we feel need to be talked about, and try to shine a light on them that isn't being shown or isn't being shown loudly.
It isn't being shown loudly.
Yeah.
And it's something that we all know, right? Like, I think inherently we all know that the only way that this thing is ever really going to work is if we try to figure out how to work with each other.
Yeah.
The problem is a lot of people are dug in and giving up ground is the last thing anybody wants to do.
Yeah.
Especially when they feel like it gives them purpose. Yeah. And like, you know, if your purpose is fucking fighting for the underdog or standing up against people, cool.
Here's a funny example. So one thing, and I commented on one of my old friends' posts about this recently. So there's always this, like, you know, so-and-so in charge of everything is a multiple felon. And then their response, is like, they show a couple felons that are alleged felons that the other side supports. And I went in and commented on one of them, and I'm like, so the takeaway is they're all felons.
Yeah.
Because the thing that people are saying is they're saying,
These felons are bad.
They're avoiding the issue that their person is a felon by saying that the other person has felons. And I'm like, well, can't we just say that they're all felons?
Yeah.
You know, even if truthfully one of the felons is being protected for being beat to death in the street and the other one is running the country. There's a difference there. But let's just start with the takeaway that they're all felons.
Right?
Yeah.
Or there's hypocrisy there.
Yeah.
Okay, because I see these things where it's like he's a billion-time felon and blah 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 and all this stuff. Right. And also these are the same people that would take up for felons being marginalized people.
Right.
What are we talking about here?
Right.
Yeah, like I get what you're trying to say is he's a bad person and has done grape or whatever.
Right.
He's a bad person.
Yeah.
Say that. Don't you're starting to mince.
Well, it's that oversimplification thing. It's avoiding the nuance of the situation just to get a fucking reaction out of people.
Just to get a reaction.
And it's like, I would love to see people just actually try to state their cases a little more convincingly.
What?
Do you believe in what you're saying? Then convince me.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes. Be clever.
Right,
like reel me in.
Totally. Right. Curate your fucking opinion.
Yeah.
Your opinions can't be other memes.
Yeah, right.
Your opinion can't be other memes, dude.
Right. Which I think we all kind of know at this point are all kind of made in Russia anyway.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, like that's like, I don't,
Well, and
there's a rabbit hole we don't.
Oh my God, dude. Like the amount of bots that people argue with. I'm like, that is a bot.
Yeah, that there's got to be apps for making memes. Memes are so easy to make. All you got to do is find a photo and put something you said on it.
I've made 1,000 memes.
Yeah, yeah.
In a meme app.
Yeah.
It's real easy.
Yeah, it's super easy to do. You have an opinion, you want a meme, make your opinion the meme. You can even be invited to fact check what you're saying in that meme and guarantee that you will be the fresh, cold water in the desert that's actually a meme. It's all truth.
Yeah, fact check your memes.
Because that's almost non-existent nowadays.
Fact checked memes.
Every copy and pasted long list of things has lies in it. Every single one, no matter who's saying it.
Or oversimplification of nuance.
And oversimplification.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I've never seen one yet that you can't run through and fact check it, and you're going to find some overt lies in there.
Well, and let's be clear about what we're talking about.
A lot of oversimplification
is lies. And oversimplification is a lie at a certain point.
I mean,
at a certain point, you crossed over.
If someone oversimplifies and gets you to pay $50,000 for a $20,000 car, you will see them as a thief.
As a liar.
And a liar. Yeah. People don't seem to care about that anymore because they're dug into their side and they're just like, yeah, but my point is valid. I'm like, well, but
no, it's not.
I'm like, valid if it were valid, you would have used truth to make it.
Your point is valid in the 20,000 foot view. It's not even 10,000 foot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if I'm standing up here and I'm looking down, it looks like a dog, but it might be a cat. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about this size.
It's about this. Yeah. Look.
It's sleeping right now.
Could be a Shih Tzu. I don't know, right? Could be a Siamese. I don't know, right?
Could be a well-manicured bush.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's exactly right. Yeah. From far enough away, a Ford looks like a Chevy.
Yeah.
At a certain point, you're finger painting in the blood to try to distract from what you're, and the thing is, most of the time when people have these opinions, if you sit down and ask them about it, they can't clearly state what their opinion is.
Yeah. And if you sit down and talk to them, it's just going to be a whole different vibe, because people don't talk the same in person as they talk to
they're not bold enough.
No, some of that care starts to show up in their conversation,
For sure.
Because they see a person.
For sure.
Not a screen.
If anything, I am more candid in person.
Yeah. Well, I think I am too, because I try to take extra care when I write something because I understand
for this reason.
I'm freezing something in time.
Yeah.
There. When I'm talking to someone one-on-one, I have time to paint context around it. And there's an understanding of each other that exists outside of this conversation. But that thing online, that statement exists alone on an island irrefutable and time stamped.
There's that. And
You
there's also part of my personality that is the more polite I am to you, the less I know you or the less I like you.
Yeah. Because there's a need to be careful.
Well, I just am going to be polite until, you know what I mean? Like, and there has been times where I've had friends that are like, why are you so polite to that person? Is because I can't stand them.
Well, I've heard it said that the most polite place in the world is prison.
It is.
Because the consequences of not being polite are immediate.
The consequences of not being polite in prison are immediate and harsh.
And serious.
The thing is, the whole entire thing is a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
It is a pressure cooker nonstop.
Yeah.
And cleanliness will be upheld.
Yeah.
And respect / politeness.
Yeah.
You know, it's really respect is what it is, but the politeness is the apparatus.
Well, it reminds me of like there was a time when I used to have a bunch of firearms and we would just go to some of these outdoor places where you can kind of just go and just shoot as long as you fire into the hill, not away from it, and just a handful of things so that the park rangers don't descend on you. And they allowed it. And when you went to those places, there'd be other groups of people there, and everybody's armed to the teeth, just like a car's full of fucking guns and ammunition.
Sure.
And man, you know, you pull over to ask someone, hey, you're like, is a spot here? Is it there? They're like, oh, hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. You know, like the most polite, congenial, and not like you're getting have a gun pointed at you, but just the fact that everybody knows that there's all guns there, everybody's just nice.
I once said, and I used to firmly believe this, an eye for an eye doesn't leave the world blind, it leaves it a polite cyclops. And I think there's probably still a little truth to that.
There's enough that it's funny.
Yeah.
You know,
right. And, you know, I think is what we're really going for.
Yeah,
totally.
Fights on the lawn of the White House, like.
Well, are you mean? Oh, so you're saying that like the wackiness of the fact that we're like 2 or 3 years away from feeding plants electrolytes. Right. And it sucks that Terry Crews doesn't get to be the president.
Yeah, man. You know, I was talking to my man Flash, who was on one of our pods, you know, and he's mixed as I am, you know, and but he's young, and he honestly is like, I asked him what he thought about it, and he was like, huh? And I'm like, well, you know, so, you know, the president, whatever, he's like, he converted the front lawn of the White House into a UFC cage match, and they're going to be doing it, you know, and he's like, man, if anybody else did that, that would be tight as fuck. And I was like, holy shit. And, you know, we just have this like, you know, crazy laughing moment. And it was just, I don't know. It was just a funny.
Because it's real, right?
Because the truth is, if Terry Crews was the president, I would, I just like him. So I would be happier.
Yeah, totally.
And if he did that and jumped motorcycles over it, I'd be like, fuck yeah, go Terry.
Yeah, dude, was I wrong? Because I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I kind of drew a line in the sand. I'm like, I can't.
But my question is, am I wrong? But did they jump motorcycles over the UFC ring? I think they did. I think I saw a picture.
I don't think it was like during the fights or anything.
But
which that would have arguably made it even cooler. But but no, yeah, they were jumping. I saw something in one of somewhere of,
and like it's funny because this was before you and I had the conversation about it. I was looking, I saw a picture like on the news. I scrolled past it, and I was like, and I remember thinking, I was like, huh. Yeah, this is like late stage Roman collapse. Like we are at the bread and circus.
No, I think if you're with the right pair of goggles on, you can see a lot of things in our society that point to that.
Well, that it's either we're either about to collapse or, and this is what I hope that America is just a teenager and we're about to get it out of our system.
Right. And that was the one time we
20s or something, right? Like,
yeah, that was the one time when we puked in our dad's car because we were drunk.
Yeah, something, right? If you had told me that our 250th anniversary, whatever, you know, centennial, whatever it's called.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
Yeah. If you told me at 250, we're going to be jumping motorcycles over a cage match.
In front of the White House.
In front of the White House? Like, what?
Well, yeah, and depending on how you said it, I would have been like, that's horrible, or I'd have been like, fuck yeah, you know, like,
totally.
Yeah.
But I think tied with the fact that everybody is currently freaking out about if they're going to have enough money to pay their bills.
See, that's one of those things that like, a lot of arguments kind of ignore that very huge piece of context, you know? Like people are uptight when they're fucking broke and struggling to get by, man. There's people I watched one of my YouTube rabbit holes that I fall into when I'm drawing. One of them recently was people who are working people, sometimes like 2 parents, 2 kids,
right? Dual
2
income.
or 3 jobs.
Yeah, dual income household.
You know, living in commercial places, which is technically illegal, but they can kind of get away with it, but it's way cheaper.
Yeah.
Some of people living in storage units that they've gone in and used all their construction prowess to trick out and make into like what at a quick glance looks like a pretty decent studio apartment.
Sure.
You know, the things people are doing when that kind of stuff is going on, man, people get hot pretty quick about a lot of little things, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think that this throwing the circus on top of it is just like,
Yeah,
that's really like,
that's hanging that gold chain out a little too far and thinking someone ain't gonna snatch it.
it's crazy. It's a fucking weird time, dude.
Yeah.
I personally lived in a Cadillac hearse for a summer.
Which is another piece of evidence that you at times in your life have been far cooler than I could ever aspire to. Cadillac hearse, I mean.
Yeah, there was this one time I was driving the Cadillac hearse on Aurora.
Yeah.
Up by like kind of Ballard area. And I was, it was like 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right. And this guy, like I'm at a stop sign.
What year was the hearse?
75.
75.
Not,
Oh,
1975.
that was a massive.
It was a massive
Yeah, it had
beast.
a semi-truck engine
It's
in
a
it. Almost.
massive beast. And I had like a fucking boombox in it up front, right? And this dude.
Because during that era, even commercial, even like regular Cadillacs came at the top end, came with 502s in them.
For 500. It was 500. It was a fucking, it
That's
was a monster engine. Yeah. And so I'm at the stop sign in the hearse. The dude pulls up. It's 3:00 in the morning. Yeah. I'm high as shit. I look over at him and I roll down the window and the Doctor Who soundtrack is playing. And the guy like looks at me and he just ran the red light.
Yeah, I can't process that.
Like, this is a lot. Right?
Yeah, I need to leave this behind.
I lived in a Cadillac hearse. I've lived in a storage unit.
Yeah.
I lived in a warehouse. I've lived in a couple warehouses.
Yeah.
Warehouses are different, but like I lived in a warehouse underneath 6th and Market in San Francisco. Right. Closest neighbors were the BART tunnels.
Well, the biggest catch, because I have to admit, I'm looking at this stuff and, you know, I'm living in a studio apartment and I'm thinking, I could save a few $100 and, you know, like, but the part that doesn't math is that the shower is either non-existent, jerry-rigged, or you have to go through an awful lot to get.
It's conditional. It's like you can't walk to do a shower.
Yeah, and it appears that it's worth at least a few $100 extra a month for me to shower and walk naked to my closet.
1,000% of the time. Yeah, I look at, as someone who has been homeless and incarcerated and all of the stuff. Right? Yeah. There's a few things that I am super serious about.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We've already covered that we're not serious about most things, but there are a few. Yeah.
Baths.
Yeah.
I like taking a bath and I like taking a shower. I'm a bath guy.
Okay.
Right? Which
I'm not, man. I want to be. I've stayed in places and paid extra money because it had the hot tub, especially overseas. You'll find these hot places with hot tubs like pretty cheap, you know? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's going to be awesome. And I never use it. And I'm like, that would be so tight, but I just never go through that.
You're just not the guy. It's just not.
I just get in the shower, get out.
So I've liked them my whole life.
Yeah.
Right. I've liked them.
I bet it's relaxing.
It's
right?
totally relaxing. Yeah. And like I'll read or listen to something or whatever. But I was a bath guy my whole life. But I'll tell you what, when I went to prison. When I was still in jail waiting to go to prison, I said to myself...
You didn't take long, luxurious baths?
No, but I will tell you this one time in jail, this guy block. Okay, so like the shower in the dorm had like a footing like this that you had to, step over. Mm-hmm. He blocked the drain and he filled that and laid in it because he was kicking heroin. I swear to God. He took a bath. You may do.
Yeah.
And how he laid in a bath that was this deep, filled with other men's babies, I will never know.
Hey, man.
Because there's only one spot you're jerking off in.
Whenever you're making do, you're making concessions.
So there's that, right?
Yeah.
Like literally swimming in primordial stew, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I never tried that in the Army because that's the thing. You have no baths.
Yeah.
In the Army.
But I did in jail. I told myself, when I get the fuck out of here,
right,
I'm going to take a bath whenever I want to.
There you go.
And I have.
I get that.
I have.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on my terms. If it's bath time, it's bath time. And it's just a thing.
You know, it's funny because that's one of those things. Mine is I spent enough time homeless in my early 20s that I don't want to camp.
I don't same. I don't like same.
I'm like, I've slept outside. I've had a lifetime supply of it already. Thank you.
No, thank you.
There will be inevitably, there's a couple adventures I want to go on that will require me to be outside in like a Guatemalan jungle or whatever, and I'll do what I have to see the thing.
Right.
But if you're like, hey, let's go set up a tent in the woods, it'll be super fun. I'm like, no, I'll get a hotel room.
No, thank you.
Nearby.
Like my idea of camping isn't even glamping. It's like I'll get the Airbnb. Thanks, Hoss.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and it's funny because my son asked about going camping one time, and I was like, yeah, maybe you can do that with your uncles or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not going to be your guy.
It's funny. Right? With all the nature stuff, we're so the same on all of that.
Dude, I mean, well, dude, like
ever since the hiking conversation.
You nailed it on the, well, okay, here's the thing about camping. Let's be real.
Right.
Okay, we get out there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say we get out there. Okay, we've done it.
Yeah.
We set up the tent.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So say we get out there at 2:00 in the afternoon. We set everything up.
See, first of all, campers always want to show up at 4 in the fucking morning.
Right. But, no,
we're showing up, and I like that. I like being realistic here.
Yeah, we've driven 3 hours.
Being us.
Yeah, we're being us. We've driven 3 hours. Okay. We got there.
Yeah.
Everything, we had to stop. I have a family. I have to stop 32 times while I'm driving.
There's always good burger joints in the country too, so you got to try and find one of those.
1,000%.
Yeah,
right. Exactly. Absolutely. Right. We're getting a good milkshake. Yeah. Okay. So
it hit me right in the heart.
Yeah. Now that we've made it to the campsite.
Yeah.
We set up.
Yeah.
Okay. We burned 2 hours doing that. Right. Like,
right.
so we're like,
yeah, it's not a linear fucking thing.
No. Yeah. So it's 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're going to cook dinner.
Yeah.
Then we're going to sit around and we're going to do whatever you do.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a miserable night of sleeping. It's cold. It's cold as fuck. It's like right around 3:00 in the morning till 6:00 in the morning. It is cold as fuck.
Or it's not, which means it's hot and there's mosquitoes and there's fucking, it's one of the two.
Sure. But here in the Northwest,
probably cold.
It's probably cold and damp.
And damp.
And that's during the summer.
Yeah.
Right. So let's be real.
Hey, but look at the bright side. At least we have bears and mountain lions.
Sure. So then
we got that.
So then we wake up begrudgingly after a horrible night's sleep.
Pissed,
mad. Now I'm mad. And now I got to fumble around and try to cook the bacon on whatever the fuck we got out there. We get that done. Everybody's pissed. Nobody's happy to be there. Right? Like, nobody's happy. Nobody is fucking stoked about life at this point.
Man.
Right. And then what are we going to do? Okay, then we'll go and do whatever you do at that place.
Yeah.
For a little bit. And then we come back and then we sit around. Like, what is the point of camp? Here's my thing. If you're not going to get lit and try to fight your neighbors at the campsite.
Right. And when we were in high school, that's exactly what we did. We went out there with like 3 cans of chili and 4 cases of beer, and we got shit-faced.
Shit-hammered.
And then we tried to hurt and embarrass each other.
Right. And that was it.
Yeah.
I'm doing none of that.
Yeah.
Like none of that sounds attractive to me.
None of it.
None of it. Oh, I don't want to have to fucking entertain anybody. Like, cause that's the other part.
Well, one of those things you might choose to do is you might choose to hike straight up a cliff to the beautiful lake in a hurry because you're with other people who are super into it,
Yeah.
So like,
none of that sounds fun. Nope. So now I've woken up cold, tired, and stiff.
Yeah.
right? I ate a breakfast that was half cooked and not good.
Not even mid.
Not even mid, right? Not even mid.
Yeah.
I drank some mid-ass coffee, right? Like, right? Which there was not enough of to begin with in the world, right? And now I've done this, and then I have to act like I want to be here for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
To go to bed, to wake up tomorrow and begrudgingly pack all this shit the fuck up and put it like.
The only reason I can think of to do that is that your life is so fucking easy and cush, and it always has been, is that you have to put yourself through an ordeal of some kind.
Yeah, it's
like just to like you're really not relating to the human experience enough, so you gotta like go through an ordeal to be like, oh yeah, we camped and it was hard and we overcame and we're fucking. And I'm like, I've got enough of that in my history.
100%.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about this the other day. There's a sign in Mount Lake Terrace right off the freeway. I slept behind that thing for 2 days.
Yeah, yeah.
I've camped.
Yeah,
I've camped the camp.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I've done it all.
Yeah, I've slept in bushes voluntarily and involuntarily. I've broken into places to sleep. Cars, places. I've broken into an AA hall to sleep. Yeah.
Were you AA at the time?
Yeah. I was around AA at the time. I was, there was that 5-year period where like I went to more meetings the 5 years before I got sober than the 5 years after. Oh. And I've done 90 meetings in 90 days and gotten drunk 90 times. I've done, like I didn't just like pop up and get sober. Like I had to, No, I had to be convinced.
I get it. Because I tried to get sober a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
And you took handcuffs.
Yeah. We're not the people that learn easily.
No. So I guess the takeaways today are fuck camping. Fuck camping. Right? To recap, fuck camping.
Yeah.
Stop being so such a bitch. Like and that's
don't be a bitch.
On both sides of the aisle. Nobody likes you acting like a bitch all the time. Right? Like nobody likes it. You don't like
it. That one's gonna
but you don't. You don't like being a bitch, right? Like that's
it's not a fun place to be.
You're not, dude, like you're an asshole.
A whinger.
Fucking whiny bitch, right? Like you know what I mean? And yeah, stop. Like nobody likes like stop. Like fucking
be cool.
Be cool, dog. It's far less helpful than you think it is, first of all, right?
Yeah.
And if you're going to start doing this, just be prepared for no one to like you, I think is another takeaway. And then
doing this
whole thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you're like sword fighting.
Yeah, and go see Mandalorian and He-Man.
Yes. Yeah. Way to end it on a real positive note.
Go see Mandalorian and He-Man. Okay, off top of your head, what are your top 5 movies of all times?
Top 5 movies of all time. Man, Pulp Fiction's number 1.
Okay.
I love Pulp Fiction. The rest of this list,
no particular order.
The rest of the list could be different if you ask me tomorrow. But I'm gonna have to throw Goodfellas in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to. Oh man, it's a shame that I can't think of the name of this. And you know this is probably on your list too. Well, first of all, it's got Christopher Walken and man. Being old, having done a lot of drugs is really not
for sure. So Christopher Walken,
he's the mafia guy, and he goes to see Dennis Hopper.
No, is it King of New York?
No,
mafia guy goes to see Dennis Hopper.
Christian Slater thinks he's Elvis.
True Romance. No,
James Gandolfini. True Romance. Yeah.
True
That's
Romance.
funny. I can list all the actors, but yeah. True Romance.
Gary Oldman is fucking.
That man.
You must have thought it was White Boy Day.
And it's that's another one of those movies where there's all these 5-minute segments that are the best movie by themselves.
Totally, it could have been a.
But then they add up to this other bigger story that's just fucking amazing.
Yeah, True Romance. Okay, so we got Goodfellas, Pulp Fiction, True Romance.
Yeah. And then I'm going to take a flyer on this one because it was just so fun and it really caught me off guard. But, and I have to have a fun one in there is fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's a fun one.
Yeah.
Part 1?
That first one. Yeah.
The first one was good.
It just really, I just wasn't ready for it. And it really, and then I don't know, like I want there to be more funny and fun ones in there. And if the list got to 10 or 12, there could be. But man, for the last spot, you know, it's really a debate between Fight Club and the first Matrix movie.
Oh,
because,
that weird.
Because again, they were both things. These are all movies that the first time I saw them, by the time the movie was over, I was already like bummed because I knew it was going to be a long time before something hit me that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
You know, that's kind of my criteria for getting into that top 5 is at the end of it, I'm already a little bit bummed that experience is over and I won't feel it again for 5 or 10 years, you know?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I think.
What are yours?
I think in no particular order, revolving order.
Yeah.
Blues Brothers.
Oh shit.
And I hate musicals, but that's a fucking
that
musical.
one's in a different category.
Yes.
Yeah. We're not going to burden it with the musical category.
Let's not, right? Because it's
more than that.
It's an amazing piece of fucking film, right?
It's awesome.
So Blues Brothers, I would say Dog
And
Day.
the music was good. Like really
well, not
good.
only was it good, it was like pound for pound, like some of the best artists in the ever.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And like the Blues Brothers bands, the Stax backline, right? Like all the Stax music. All the Stax soul music. It's literally the studio musicians from all the old Stax soul music. Are like.
I have to admit, I don't even really know what Stax means.
Well, we'll play some. You will absolutely.
Yeah. Stax is in brief.
In brief, it's a Southern record label that made soul music, and they made a lot of really good soul music.
Yeah, a lot of songs you'd know, and a lot of artists you wouldn't.
A lot of the dudes a lot of the dudes that are in the band are some of the MGs from Booker T and the MGs.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
right, Booker T and the MGs
out.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like, so I mean, you know, the Blues Brother band was that. Okay, so top 5 movies. Blues Brothers, Dog Day Afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Right? With Pacino.
Yeah. No, I'd expect you to have some deep cuts on here.
But it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
King of New York is probably on there.
That's a worthy inclusion.
It's prime Walken.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
Like The Warriors.
The Warriors.
It encapsulates everything that I love about movies and like pop culture. Period. It's like it's a superhero comic. It's fucking 300. Mm-hmm. It's like the story of all of these, like, you know, it's just I don't think it gets the credit it deserves for how much it pushed culture. And then I would say my last favorite movie would have to be the original Transformers cartoon movie. And on that note, it's a wrap. But I will say this: He-Man movie is Guardians of the Galaxy with He-Man's characters. It's that type of comic. It's that type of not taking itself seriously and self-referential in a comedic way. Right? Like it's like
I'm super into that.
It's fucking great. Like that was actually when we were leaving, Amber was like, that was a lot like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Cool.
So, and that's it.
There's no better endorsement.
No better endorsement. That's all we got, fellas.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah.